Welcome, how's it going guys? This is Trevin with VocalPresets.com. I'm going to show you the basics of setting up an audio interface like the Focusrite I got next to me. We're going to go over some very basic vocal recording technique, and then let's dive into the presets. An audio interface is a device that is able to convert signal from different kinds of transducers. Now, a transducer could be a mic, an instrument, these speakers behind me. And with this audio interface, it converts the signal from these transducers into something that your laptop can read and you can interface with. There are many benefits to using an audio interface like this Focusrite I got here. But the most important, in my opinion, is that the quality and integrity of the signal is maintained throughout the entire chain that you're using. Meaning, if you were to use a USB mic plugged directly into your computer, it's still going to work and you'll still get audio into your computer, but the quality of the signal will not be as high as if you were using an interface. An audio interface also grants you the ability to record multiple sources of audio at once. Now, there are many different options when it comes to audio interfaces. There are higher quality ones, lower quality, beginner. This ranges from brands such as Native Instruments, Emma Audio, Focusrite like we got here, Universal Audio, the list goes on and on. Now, for today, we're going to be using this Focusrite Scarlett Solo interface. This is a great quality little interface, and it really has all you need to get the job done. Super widely available, and yeah, really good bang for your buck. Each Scarlett Solo is equipped with one balanced XLR microphone input. We've got one 1/4-inch instrument input, big monitor knob right there. Keep in mind it also supports direct monitoring. And then we've got a 1/4-inch headphone output, and we flip it around to the back. You're gonna see we have two 1/4-inch line outputs there on the back. And right there, hooks up using USB-C. Now I'm gonna be showing you guys the basics of hooking this interface up, and then we'll dive into those presets. Hooking up the Scarlett is as easy as plugging a few things in. We're gonna go ahead and start with this simple USB. We're gonna take this skinny end, plug it directly into the USB port on the back, then plug this other end directly into your computer. So as you can see, we've got some lights and the interface has turned on. We're gonna take two 1/4-inch cables. These are hooked up to my speakers. You're gonna take your left side, plug it into the left output. You're gonna take this right side, plug the right side in. Now you've got monitor control, your speakers all hooked up, and lastly we're going to go ahead and plug our mic in all the way. As you can see, you've got the side of the XLR with 3 prongs, and that's the side that's going to go into your interface. So we're going to go ahead and plug that into the front, turn our gain up. Now you don't need to crank the gain all the way, but I would say a good starting point maybe around here, maybe like 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Now, if we're using a condenser mic, we would go ahead and turn on the 48 volts button for phantom power. But since we're using the SM7B, that won't be necessary. So now we have to set up our mic, and for this, I'll be using the Shure SM7B. This is a great beginner to intermediate mic, very good for podcasts or recording vocals for music. Fairly flat mic. This was actually used by Michael Jackson quite a bit. And yeah, all around good starter mic. Some of my other favorites are the Sony C800. Another one of my favorites is the Neumann U87. But for this SM7B, we're gonna start off by throwing it on this mic stand. Now the next step would be to attach a pop filter. Now these pop filters block a lot of annoying sibilants like and sounds and stuff like that generally interferes with microphone recordings. But for the SM7B, it has a built-in pop filter. That's what this foam is on the outside, so we actually don't need to use this. Now the next step is we're going to grab our XLR microphone cable. What I like to do is go ahead around the bottom, maybe wrap it around a few times. There's 1, 2, maybe a third up top, and then go ahead and plug that into your microphone. So now that it's all plugged in over here, we're good to go to our interface and plug the other end in. Another great tip for recording vocals is if you're working with a super loud artist, or if you yourself are a loud singer or whatever, you're going to want to turn the mic pre down a good amount to an appropriate level to where the sound is not too loud but not too quiet either. And if you're reading the meters in your DAW, you want them to be hitting like right in the middle, like right in the green yellow area. So now we can plug the other end of our mic in and start to record some vocals. So our presets are compatible with any major DAW pretty much. We support FL Studio, Ableton, Studio One, Pro Tools, and in this instance I'll be using Logic Pro. So after downloading your preset, you're going to navigate down to your downloads folder. For me, I just have this one on my desktop. I'm going to go ahead and drag it straight into my DAW. So once it's in there, you'll see it's in track stack form, at least for Logic Pro. You're going to go ahead and hit that drop down arrow, and we have one audio track, and in this case, 2 FX sends hooked up to the audio track, and they're already pre-routed. Now I'm going to go ahead and play this back. I'm going to remove all of the plugins and inserts to begin with so you can hear what the raw vocal sounds like, and then slowly add them back in.
I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking like a rock star. Fucking with me, call up on the Uzi and show up, man, them the shot tops. When my homies pull up on your block, they make that thing go ra-ta-ta-ta. I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking like a Rasta. Fucking with me, call up on the Uzi and show up, man, them the shot tops.
As you can tell, it makes a huge difference with our vocal preset and without. It initially sounds very dry, boring, basic. Then you add our preset and it gives life to the vocals. Well, that about wraps things up. I'm Trevin. If you found this video helpful, please remember to like and subscribe, and check out vocalpresets.com for more.